guys, how's it going? My name is Apollo, and today I'm going to be doing a little tutorial on how to quickly master a track. You should watch this tutorial before you actually make the track that you plan on using this technique in, because it does take place, it does involve things that you should do as you're making the track, as well as afterwards. Uh, so let me just take my mastering stuff off my master, and then give you a little preview of what that sounds like. I hope you guys can hear me well. Oops, didn't mean to hear that. Let me see. Alright. Hopefully you guys, this isn't too loud. So here's what it sounds like without the mastering. Like the loud parts. So as you can see there was obviously major, probably going way over 6 decibels in the drop part, and just the break part, it was still going over 6 decibels, just creating this horrible distortion. So before you actually start your project, you always want to have your limiter opened on the master. I know they tell you not to start. Some people may tell you not to start out with the limiter on the master. Well, just to prevent distortion later in the song and making mastering afterwards way easier, you should always put one on. And actually, come on, just turn your gain down as you go, and you'll want to keep it somewhere around -3 decibels, just so nothing is really too loud at first, because when you add your Maximus and you are finished with your song, and that's when you make everything louder. And I'm not going to really explain the functions of the plugins, because Fruity Limiter is obviously just a limiter, and Maximus just multiband compressor. If you're looking for a tutorial on that, you're gonna have to look somewhere else. Sorry, I can't help you with that. I might do it in the future, but as of now, I'm just sticking to basics, or at least fundamentals. So now once you're done with your track, and it should be pretty quiet. Let me just look at this meter here. As you can see, the ceiling is keeping, on the limiter, is keeping it at 0 decibels exactly. Probably just sounds quiet to me because I turned my volume down, but whatever. So once you're done with your track, you should open up a Maximus. This is when you're finished. Don't add it ever before, during, in the process. Oh gosh, it took a while for me to get that word out. Of making the track, because it will just screw a lot of stuff up. So as you can see here, each of my bands is a linear mood, I guess. There's not really much to it, but yeah, so instead of having like the default, which is like this, I just bring it all the way up, so that way you don't get any weird kind of clip noises. And I don't really touch anything on the master. I don't touch pre-gain or post-gain. I only really touch just a little bit of negative threshold, and as well as just adjusting my ceiling value there. And for each of the values here, I pretty much just adjusted the pre-gain by clicking on this bands thing over here and using the equalizer view. It's just easier for me that way to be able to visualize what I will actually be hearing. although that's the same thing as the monitor does. It's to visualize what I'm controlling. That's what I wanted to say. So now let's just take a quick listen to the song after we're done mastering. So as you can see, there was just a little bit over 0 decibels and it sounded tight for some reason. Because when I originally created this project, it didn't really sound like that, which is kind of strange. I guess when I tried recording this before, and when you couldn't quite hear me, I must have changed something, but I didn't see it, which doesn't make any sense. But whatever. I'll fix that later when I actually release this song. Please don't steal my melody, by the way. Actually, no, feel free. I don't care. It's not. I'm not like hugely famous. Just as long as you're not making money off of what I'm making and spending hours working on, that's fine. But anyway, so yeah, that's how you master quickly. All you need to do is pretty much in conclusion. Is all you need to do is just at the beginning of your project session, I guess you could call it, is you just bring down the gain just a little bit, or no, you don't even need to. Once you start actually layering and your sound starts getting a lot louder and it starts going over 0 decibels on this master meter here, you can just turn the gain down and the limiter as you go. And once you're done and everything's still under 0 decibels, which it should be, if not a little over like I was, then you add your Maximus. You can do EQ, and you might actually have to adjust the ceiling threshold and go back into the limiter sometimes too, just in case, because EQing will change your volume levels significantly, especially since you weren't actually equalizing the song, you weren't, you weren't algebraically balancing the frequencies, which pretty much just means you weren't bringing the positive up and bringing the negative down that equal amount or anything like that. And see, I'm adjusting this on accident now. So yeah, thanks guys for watching, and this was a requested thing by one of my friends. So I hope this helped you. Sorry if I didn't make any sense. And I will be doing a tutorial on this little next time on a not really a mastering trick. It's just a simple high pass filter transition trick that you can use to transition easily between completely different parts and still having it sound flawless. Like here, listen to this. Let me pull up the plugin first, and all it is just parametric EQ too. And I'll do a tutorial on this, so I'll tell you how to make this. Well, it's pretty easy. So it might have not sounded that flawless, but it still worked. So thanks anyway. Again, thanks. Oh my gosh, I've had a long day. Don't. Thanks guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.